ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पता न शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Hari Om, Hari Om. We will chant from the seventh mantra. Ya sarvagya sarvavita yasyaisha mahima bhuvi divye brahmapure yeshaha व्योम्न्यात्मा प्रतिष्ठितः मनोमयः प्राणशरीरनेता प्रतिष्ठितोऽन्ने हृदयं सन्निधाय तद्विज्ञानेन परिपश्यन्ति धीराः आनन्दरूपम् अमृतं यद्विभाति भिद्यते हृदयग्रन्थिः छिद्यन्ते सर्वसंशयाः क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि तस्मिन् दृष्टे परावरे भिद्यते हृदयग्रन्थिः छिद्यन्ते सर्वसंशयाः क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि तस्मिन् दृष्टे परावरे Tasmin drishte paravare. So we had seen the seventh mantra also. And the basic point of these mantras were that the self is not located. There is no location. Generally, we ask for location. So where there is a location, there is a ignorance in the self. Because if self is located, then the location will be bigger than the located. Location is more pervasive than the located. If location is bigger than located, that means inert is bigger than the consciousness. If the inert is bigger than consciousness, then inert will be pervading the consciousness. If inert pervades the consciousness, then there will be a problem. Inertness will be also in the consciousness. If inertness is in the consciousness, then that means I don't know will be there inside the consciousness, and which can never go because it is very nature. And second problem will be that in the deep sleep, when there is no experience of space, you will not experience consciousness also. Because inertness is not in samadhi, or inertness is not in deep sleep. Third problem will be that in the dream, when the waking space is not there, if it was pervading the consciousness, then it won't be seen in the dream state. And therefore, this was negated in the last first, second, fifth, sixth, seventh mantras. That the world is not something which encompasses me. I am not surrounded by the world. I am not surrounded by the body. I am not encircled by the body. Rather, me is the one in which the world is there. Yasmin Dev Prithvi Chantarikshamo Tam Janasa Pranai Sarvai Tame Vaikam Janatha Atmanam Manya Vacho Vimunshata Samrata Sesha Setu. In which the world is there. Yasmin Dev Prithvi Chantarikshamo Otam. फिर प्राणै सही सर्वैहि. प्राणै सही मना. मना क्या? मन सह प्राणैश्च सर्वैहि. मन सह प्राणैश्च सर्वैहि. पढ़ा था ये सब आपने? बोले हमने बड़ा बड़ा फॉरगॉट. यू ओनली से फॉरगेट द पास्ट. So why to remember everything? Whole problem is of remembering. Rag and Dvesh is of remembering problem. Ahankar is based on memory. Rag, Dvesh based on memory. So why add to new memories? No, this remembrance will take away wrong remembrance. This you have to keep in mind. Otherwise you will forget it. I will not move forward. This 8th mantra is not important. It is very, very, very important. You will be surprised to know this mantra comes almost in all Puranas, all 18 Puranas. You will be surprised to know this mantra comes in Mahabharata also. Imagine something is, if it is repeated, not they are not having sufficient stories, but It is important. Like somebody is going outside and he's urgent, he has to leave, and cross firing is going on. So inside the house, mother, father will 10 times say, please be careful, please be careful, please be careful, don't talk, don't go through that path. Gunshots are heard, like we were hearing gunshot in the unrest time. Now you have to be careful. Vidyate hridaya granthi, it is very easy to by heart. Chidyante sarva samshayaha, kshiyante chasya karmani tasmin drishti paravare. तस्मिन परावरे दृष्टि सती. परावर एक होता है पर, एक होता है अवर. परंच अवरंच, दिस इज कॉल्ड कर्मधारय समास. परंच तत्, नो, परंच तत् अवरंच, नॉट. हाँ. So what is, which is beyond also and which is all also, which is higher also, which is lower also. No, I didn't understand. The three sets you had heard, which said Vishwa, Virat, Tejas, Hiranyagarbha and Avyak, Pragya and Ishwar. All this is consciousness only. All these three sets is called our in one word. In one word, all three sets of two are called our. All six are called our. Microcosmic is called Vishwa, Tejas and Pragya. And macrocosmic is called Virat, Hiranyagarbha and Ishwar. So all it is pervaded by consciousness. So consciousness pervaded by the world, whole world, all three worlds. Gross, subtle and causal world. All this consciousness with reference to this is called our. Our. And that consciousness in which all these three are coming and going, which is not still a part, this is called para. So Brahman, which is as if the cause, is called para, and Brahman, which is acting as an effect, is called our. As if. Really it is not an effect. Brahman, as a cause, is the para, transcendental, and our is, which is all in all, expressing as the six. And knowing this both, drishti is an expression to tell, I know that. Therefore, when you use something you know, oh, I see. So, I see is an expression to indicate I have known it. Oh, I see, I see. So, tasmin drishti, it is not a physical seeing, it is knowing. I have known this point, you have known I have seen this. So tasmin drishti sati. So tasmin drishti means having known that. This is called sati saptami in Sanskrit. Having known that. Known that what? That one Brahman is beyond time, space and object. One Brahman is in which there is no thought and no thought world. There is no causal body, no subtle body. It is devoid of nanta pragya, na bahish pragya, no bhyatya pragya, na pragyam, na pragyam. So this is para knowledge is there. But the same Brahman, on the same Brahman, the world is now appearing. This is called avara. Not that world I see. Seeing of the world is not avara. Seeing the world on him, on the Brahman expressing in the world. That is called avara. And not only I know the world as avara, but I know that avara, that Brahman, which is beyond all limitation. It does not have subtle body, it doesn't have gross body, it doesn't have causal body. It is devoid of all karma. So that is called knowledge. Complete knowledge is mentioned by one word called paravar. Complete. If somebody knows that only the world, the Brahman along with the world, that I know, supposing I know that, then why will be incomplete? Why being incomplete? Because you will not know that they Brahman, on this it is a superimposition. And supposing I know that I know only the Brahman, which is timeless, spaceless, then why it is complete? Because it is incomplete, because you won't know the nature of the world then. and where from world has come. So I have to know para also and avara also. So tasmin drishte paravare. Quite good synchrony is there. So tasmin drishte paravare. Now having known that, what happened? What happened? Vidyate hridaya granthi. There is a kam nash, samshaya nash and karma nash. This mantra is called Gyan Phalam mantra, fruit of knowledge. Gyan Phalam from the drishti of kam, from the drishti of doubt, and from the drishti of prarabdha sanchita and agami karma. So kam nash, sanshaya nash and karma nash. This is called the phalam. This is called Gyan Phalam mantra. Acha. Now you be careful now. I'll take one. First I will see what is Vidyate hridaya granthi. Then I will see what is Chidyante sarv samshayaha. And then we will see Kshiyante chasya karmani. Chalo bhai. So first is having known that Brahman which is in and through, which is the lower Brahman and the higher Brahman. I hope understood lower and higher. Lower Brahman and higher Brahman. With the Upadhi, Brahman is called lower Brahman. Same without the Upadhi, it is called the higher Brahman. So what is that? Knowing that means what? That means I have known that also, and this is called complete knowledge. It is not that only in meditation I know Brahman. This is you will not. In meditation, but when I interact, I get entangled. That means your knowledge was not clear. If you need a meditation only so that for your knowledge to be protected, that means your knowledge was not. Only in the classroom of mathematics only you can know that 2 plus 2 is 4. After that I have to quieten my mind. That means that knowledge is still not firm. In the classroom I need a quiet time to know that 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Otherwise, if it is disturbed mind, I can't remember that 2 plus 2 is equal. That means your knowledge is still not firm and clear. Any time knowledge is there, knowledge is knowledge. Whether you are in bad mood also 2 into 2 is 4, and good mood also 2 into 2 is 4. Not mad 2 into 2 is 5 because my mood is not good. Mood has nothing to do with your knowledge. If it is like that, it is like that. Similarly, it is जैसा है वैसा है. मूड से क्या मतलब? बोले हम बहुत खुश हैं, 2 into 2 make it 12. देखो खुशी से कोई मतलब नहीं knowledge. You may be happy, but you cannot make it 2 into 2 into 12. So let's see, all are heavy loaded words are there, and I need your attention. First was Hridaya Granthi. Hridaya Granthi. Hridaya Granthi, Bhashkar writes, Avidya, Kam, Karma. This is the very popular expression. Hridaya Granthi. Not in the heart. Not. K-N-O-T is called not. Not K is silent here. K is silent. Like in knowledge, K is silent. What word letter will become silent? There is no logic. In Sanskrit, there is nothing called silent letters. In Hindi also, there is no silent letter. So Vidyate hridaya granthi. So there is something called not. There are 3 kinds of hridaya granthi. One is called Sukhduk Granthi, other is called Asat Granthi, and third is called Chit Achit Granthi. Granthi means 2 things are connected. Therefore, marriage is called, we are going to tie the nuptial knot. Knot, they are going to tie the knot. Knot means they are going to get connected actually. It is a naughty knot. Nuptial knot is a naughty knot. But this knot, here in Vedanta, knot is there which is not. So, so let us see. So if it is Hridaya Granthi, first is Sukh-Dukh knot is there. Second was Sat-Asat knot is there. And third was Chit-Achit knot is there. So when I say Sukh and Dukh knot is there, that means what? Both got mixed up. I feel I have emptiness in me. and world has fulfillment in me. And therefore, if I associate myself with the world, I will be happy. Me, I am Abhavatmak, and world is Purnatmak. I am Abhavatmak. What is your name? Abhav Kumar. Acha, you are Abhavatmak. I am Abhavatmak. Emptiness is quite emptiness. Emptiness of money, emptiness of fame, emptiness of having a good health, emptiness of having a good husband, wife, emptiness of having a good house. Many things I don't have in me. And world has lot of joy. World has lot of joy. Money has joy. Fame has joy. House has joy. Wife, children have joy. All is full of joy. And what about you? Arey, my nature is sorrow only. I don't know why Vedanta says Sachidanand. My experience of sorrow is more intimate than joy. इतना दुख हो रहा है हमको और आप बोलते हैं आनंद आनंद सुन के दुख हो रहा है But what is the definition of joy? Definition of Anand is, self-expansion is called joy. The experience of expansion in self is called joy. No, 1 minute. Is joy, if supposing, please tell, if joy was in the object, then like this is called paperweight, this is called flower, this is called table, this is called pen, this is called rubber, this is called house, this is called tree. There should be some object also called joy, this is called joy. And if you say, like this flower has a fragrance, so fragrance is also objectified by nose. And if the joy was an object property of something, then it should be known by everybody. For everybody it is a yellow flower. The property is known by property of any object is known same irrespective of anybody. Arey yaar, to chala gaya. Chalo, tum aao. The property the property of any object is known by 5 sense organ and it will be known by anybody. तो हमारा क्वेश्चन ये है कि this is called पुरुषार्थ निश्चय. I hope this is called untying the knot. In untying the knot, first thing you have to get the hang of it. You can't start. You see, where is that hang? And then you start untying. Otherwise, you cannot untie the knot. So I am saying, you said that joy is in the world. If joy is an objective thing, then everybody should see the same thing as objective thing, मेरे पास. मेरे प्यारे, आप हमको बताओ एक बात. बोले हाँ, is there an object called joy? No, object has joy. अच्छा, object has joy. हाँ. If object has joy, to that object, that means joy is a property of the object. If joy is a property of the object, property is also an object. If object is an object, property of the object is also an object, then that also should be perceived with the sense organ. So joy is not perceived by the sense organ. If joy is not perceived, बोले ये joy है, ये joy, इसका joy, and if it should be same for everybody. So joy is not a property of any object, and therefore, where is the joy? बोले joy is in the mind. अच्छा, joy is in the mind. हाँ, joy is in the mind. If joy was in the mind, then all the time it should be in the mind. But mind also loses the joy at times. And therefore you have to keep on analyzing this point repeatedly, that really world has joy, really car has joy, really wife has joy. She herself is so sad. If you say that wife has joy or husband, he himself is sad. How can he have joy when he is sad by his own? ये सब तो सब भ्रम से है. Then where is the joy? There is a question. That question you should ask yourself. Whole Vedanta is inquiry based. It is not work based. It is not emotion based. It is not based on some dogma and cult. It is based on ruthless inquiry. There is nothing separated here. Any question you can ask. जितना तुम्हारे क्वेश्चन है सब पूछ डालो तुम. बोले the world is not having the nature of joy. No, world is not having the nature of joy. Then but joy I experience. You experience it. But I think the joy is in the mind. If joy was in the mind, my dear, then when mind is not there in deep sleep, you should not have joy. हाँ ये बात है. But I have joy, therefore you don't want to get up. And you are late. You don't want to get up in the class. Sorry. You don't want to get up from the because you don't want because you get the joy. That means joy should not be nature of the worldly thing. Joy should be of the nature of the I only. And therefore saints without having a penny in the pocket and the roof on the top of their head with the tattered clothes around, they are the happiest person if they have the knowledge of the self. Just without the knowledge it is not there. That somebody is there, I will leave everything and else I will be under the tree. That is called spiritual romance. Just don't think of any spiritual romanticism. Just I will leave everything and I will go under a tree and sit. Nothing will happen. Okay, you will be detached, but knowledge is not there. You are under the threat. You are still vulnerable by sorrow. Without knowledge, sorrow won't go. Knowledge and joy alone are synonymous. And ignorance and sorrow are synonymous. This is first. Now this is called Granthi has been removed. I am of the nature of joy. World is not of the nature of joy. And therefore, I should not desire anything where I will not get joy. So where calm is coming. Why should I do action then? So action is not for, it is out of joy. This is first part of Granthi. Second part of Granthi was Sat Asat Vivek. What is Sat Asat Vivek? S-U-C-T. What is that? As shapeless cause, shapeless, unchanging consciousness and truth. Now this is the para. This is para. Which is shapeless, which is unchanging, which is third one. Consciousness and T is truth. But here we see the shape. This has a shape, this has a shape, body has a shape. Alag alag kar rahe hum. So effect, any effect will have a shape. Any effect will be changing, any effect will be inert, and any effect there will be false. So S-U-C-T, on that is superimposed shape, change, inertness and false. Got me? S-C-I-F. 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 S-U-C-T I couldn't remember. S-U-C-T on that is superimposed. So on the Sat, Asat is superimposed. It is not the existence of flower. It is on the existence, the flowerness. On the shapeless existence, the shapeful flower is superimposed. Because from the changeless, nothing can come out. From the non-bodifying, nothing can come out. If the cause is changeless, how can something come out? This is called Sat Asat. Mixture is there. In the mixture is there. I say the flower is existing. So is existence and the flowerness, you have mixed it here. And separate it. Shall I break the flower? No, don't break it. Separate it. I told you Vedanta is a cognitive separation, not physical separation. It is a cognitive that existence is not a property of the flower. The flower is different. The name and form of the flower is superimposed on the nameless, formless, shapeless existence. That is called Sat Asat Vivek. This is called Tu Granthi. A Granthi has been formed here. A Granthi has been, a knot has been tied. And the problem is, because of that knot, you have superimposed the truth of the existence on the flower and you say flower is true now. This is the second point. Three I said. I hope you have understood. And the third Granthi, what is the third Granthi? Chit Granthi. Chit Granthi is there. अब क्या करा जाए भाई? Consciousness is there and the thought came. And thought of hatred came, or thought of attachment came, and I hate. I has been mixed with the shapeless I has been mixed with the hatred thought. And now the hatred becomes stronger now. Then I hate you. I told you yesterday also, moon example. The sunlight is much pervasive than the moon, but sunlight thought I am round now. I am round and waxing and waning. I don't know what will happen to me. This is called Chit Granthi is there. The shapeless sunlight, which was not moving at all, it has become a moving light. It has become a dancing light. It has become a cool rays of the sun. So the consciousness which was totally pure and immaculate, now it is with the mind, and with the mind it is called, I am very happy, I am very sad, I am disturbed today. Disturbance is a dharma of the mind. But I is associated with it. This is called Chit Granthi or Drishta Drishya Granthi. All these are having their source in a Gyan only. Acha? But you are sunlight. Well, no, sunlight is very big, I am very small. No, you are sunlight. This is called the mistake. Consciousness is totally all-pervading. Consciousness is eternal. Consciousness is timeless, birthless, deathless. But I feel, I am very busy, I am very anxious right now. I am very anxious, all the time anxious. Acha? Anxious? Yes, I am very anxious. I have 2 girlfriends and 1 boyfriend. Acha? Oh, who are they? Depression, frustration are my girlfriend, tension is my boyfriend. So why you are making my and I in all these things? I feel like that. What I feel, I am just expressing. No, your feelings are not wrong. Therefore, not right. Your feelings are wrong. But why my feelings are wrong? Because you yourself think I was wrong in getting attached to that person. You yourself will say after some time. You yourself will say my ahankar was wrong. I was overreacting, or I was over happy. I was over jealous. I should not have been. You yourself will objectify yourself later on. What you are subjectifying now, and you become one with that issue, one day you will laugh and you will say how foolish I was on that issue. I was so mad. You were so madly in love, but it was total madness. No madly in love, nothing. It was just called foolishness. I went to help and became helpless. There is nothing great about that. Don't try to become too subjectifying the world. This is called, the mud forgot it is a pot. Mud forgot that the pot is expressing as pot. Now somebody said, "My mud, Mr. Pot, you are a mud." He said, "No, I am this mud. Don't break me. Don't break me. If you break me, I'll be nothing." No, but pot, with the breaking of the pot, mud is not broken. Will nothing doing. I will have 2 children. And all I also want 2 shapes. And you are a shapeless mud and not the shapeful pot. He said, "No, but I am attached to shape." The pot forgot it is a mud. An ornament forgot it is a gold. And now ornament wants another ornament. Because name and form, if I identify, I want another name and form. Are you getting my point? And this is called Granthi. There is no relation with the form. There is no relation of the sunlight with the moon. There is no relation of my consciousness. Thoughts are coming and going. Hey, another thought. Well, somebody said, I'm very afraid in meditation. I said, why? He said, very bad thought comes. I said, let it come. If bad thought comes, you don't become bad. But I get very scared. I said, you give importance to that bad thought. One person was going to meditate, you heard the story. Saint said, only one thing, don't remember a monkey. Everything under the world you remember. But please see that you don't remember monkey. He said, okay, okay. He said, don't mind, but don't remember everything except monkey. And only monkey came. Moment you throw something from your mind, it becomes very strong in you. Therefore, a sign of illumination is resistance, acceptance of somebody. Because you are throwing some person out of your mind, he has become very important for you, negatively important sometimes. I hope these 3 granthis are over. So the thought is coming and going. But I am not coming and going. If I was coming and going, then who will see that I am coming and going? This is called 3 kinds of granthi. So one is karya karan. First, what was first one? Sukh dukh. सुख है कहीं, दुख जगत में है, उसको हमने अपना धर्म मान लिया. Dukh is in the world, in me there is a sukh, but I have transferred the property. Similarly, that satta and asat has been mixed now. And chit and jad has been mixed. Everywhere mixing the issues is called sorrow. You mix 2 issues. And in other words, you lost. What is the meaning of I am tied up? You have lost the freedom of objectification with some person, issue, action. Is called sorrow. Losing the freedom of objectification. You could not objectify now. It has become very. And moment you are attached, moment you have mamta, moment you have ahankar on some issue, you lose the freedom of seeing it as third party, third thing. Because you are now entangled by that. You are bound by that. You are tied up by that. And anything which you cannot see, after that you can't handle it. Handling requires, supposing somebody is putting on the steering wheel, and his hand gets stuck up with the, what is it called, glue? Super glue. Now he can't drive. He will lose the joy of driving. He'll be bound. One person, was there, and the top telephone operator he heard. His number was 666-6666. So he goes, hello, this is telephone operator speaking. He said, please come here. My Fevicol got stuck up in 6th number. Earlier phone was like that, dial phone. My finger got stuck up with the super glue and it got here only. I can't detach phone from my finger. Come and do something. Similarly, if you have, now you cannot leave that thought. Objectification is, I can leave it anything. I am playing with it. You go and play with the action. You go and play with the world. You go and play with the bhog. You go and play with anything. Then it is fine. But no, I am not playing. Now I have become played by it. I am very much affected by it. I am as if, tormented by it. Use such word. I am tortured by it. I am tormented by it. I am devastated. I पे क्यों attack कर रहे हो पागल? I तो अलग है. I is the cause of the whole world. I is the one which is the SU. Unchanging I is there. I is the truth there. How can truth be tormented? How can the snake on the rope torment the rope? How can the ghost on the post threaten the post? How can the dream water flood can, give you water and you got up and your whole bed and whole room was flooded where the dream water? They are unconnectable. What are unconnectable? I bid that. Bid means to cut asunder, to cut in two. It's called bid. Bid, not chit. Next, what is chit? Chit means to cut in pieces. Like if you go to a hotel, etc., they don't cut slowly, everything. Everything so far. Lauki is there so fast. उनकी इतनी प्रैक्टिस हो जाती है ना, ऐसे से कट, फटाफट फटाफट. Here you will cut ऐसे करेंगे. You will cut it like. So chid means to cut in many pieces, cut asunder. And bhid means to cut in two pieces. Because only two is there, sat, asat, chit, chit. Like that is there, sukh, dukh. You discriminate. So chidyate, vidyate, hridaya granthi. Next word is Chidyante Sarva Samshayaha, which cuts asunder all doubts. All doubts are out. And we have lot of doubt whether I live or not live, whether my son will be okay or he'll be like me, or whether I will be having good health or not, whether my mother-in-law will go away from my world or not, or whether whether I will be happy today or not, whether this world will be work what I am going successful or not. 100 doubts are there. We all live in doubts only all the time. And every doubt, shall I do this or shall I do that? Some people are standing on the road, say cross or not. Moment car comes, then they cross. Oh. Initially thinking. Everywhere they have doubt. When the car was far away, we have passing time. Now the car is very close. Then they run. Similarly, in the classroom here, when 10 minutes remaining, we do other work. Well, maybe the time, maybe still 5 minutes there, it will take only 2 minutes. Moment one is there, then anxiety comes. Everything, oh my God. तब भागते हैं, दौड़ते हैं. And they think I should not see. And when they come and I am not around, they are so happy. And they just open. Om Yash Chandasa. Just now they have landed up. Just now, 1 second before. And they are sitting with so composed nature. Om Yash Chandasa Vrishabho Vishwarupa Chando. Khav bhi rahe. CCTV is everywhere. And it has started working again. So a lot of doubts are there. Shall I work or not? Shall I go for orbit? Shall I go for sannyas ashram or married? Aadhar tarah ka doubt hai. But all doubts are of what? All doubts are there because you don't know your own self. Therefore, when Arjun said, shall I fight or not fight? Na chaitad vidma kataranne katkatarayan. Na chaitad vidma kataranno gariya. Na chaitad vidma kataranno gariya. Yadva jayem yadivano jayeyuhu. Yane vahatvanane jijivishama. Ye vastita prityanikeshu yodhaha. I don't know whether I should conquer them or they should conquer us. Bhagavan did not say anything. Bhagavan started, he said, see, you are the self only. तुम कहाँ पागल हो रहे हो? तुम पागल हो क्या अर्जुन? You are the self only. अरे but I am asking the question, shall I fight or not fight? बोले your doubts are there because you don't know what you are. You don't know. बोले I am doing karma yoga. I say for what? Somewhere I go. So those who do action, those who don't come to satsang, they have an escapist work called karma yoga. बोले Swami, I do karma yoga. I said, what is karma yoga? बोले karma yoga is doing karma. I said, for what? Why are you troubling yourself, going in the office in the morning, coming back in the evening, slogging whole day? वो तो ऐसे ही लोग बोलते रहते हैं. If first thing I should know what is really my, who am I? And if I know that who am I, please get my point. Therefore, I always suggest everybody should study Upanishad once at least. After that, you can decide what is my way forward. If you have not put the ultimate goal, how can you fix the immediate goal and short-term goal? If you have not put that point, so क्या करें फिर हम? All problem is because you don't have knowledge about your own self. Therefore, shall I do? Why you want to do something? And therefore, most important is first know yourself. Samshaya is not about the work should I do. Sanshaya is not because I should marry or not get married. Sanshaya is not because I should be working as a businessman or shall I go for a job. Samshaya is not, shall I go in the overseas company or remain here only? Basic samshaya is, am I limited or unlimited? Am I complete or incomplete? Only, but this doubt never comes. I mean, I'm sure I'm incomplete. That is where the doubt is. You have not, this is the source of all doubt. Basic is this only. If you are really incomplete, then why should you remove incompleteness? Then be happy with it. Live somewhere. And therefore, now comes, where will I know this? And that which removes this, that is called praman, pramangat samshaya. There are two samshaya. One is called pramangat samshaya, other is called pramegat samshaya. What is pramangat samshaya? Okay, I understand. I am not okay. I am not okay right now. Acha. So how will I know who am I? Shall I know any book is there? Can I go and see something? See, the problem is this I cannot be known. This I is not an object. That if I say what is the color and I put on the glasses, I am not able to see. It is very blurred today. Bring the glasses. Okay. How many flowers are there? 5. I think you need to change the glasses. You are seeing one, no? Okay. She was seeing two to Swamiji. In the interesting part, one was not speaking. One was speaking, other was not speaking. My point is that, well, Swamiji, what shall I do? I said, what you really want. Whole thing is what is your real want. How do I know what I really want? Find out what you are and what you are understanding yourself. After listening to Vedanta, you will understand you are complete, but you are understanding yourself to be incomplete. And therefore, you need first pramalgat samshaya. Who will tell that I am what I am? That will be told by Shruti or Vedas only. That is called Shabda Praman. Alaukik Shabda Praman, not Laukik Shabda Praman. Laukik Shabda Praman is this is flower, this is water. And you know that. What's his name? His name is Sanjeev Kumar Tripathi. SKT. Acha. Nice to meet you, Sanjeev. Same here. हो गई भाई. But Atma cannot be said, बोले ये आत्मा है. बोले आत्मा तो हमको भी पता है कि आत्मा है ये. आत्मा के बारे में why not use some other mode of knowledge? Because all mode of knowledge are based on pratyaksh praman, direct inference, and anything which is not be known by the senses, praman is operated only in these respective areas. Eyes can see form. Ears can hear words. Eyes cannot hear words because eyes is not the area means of knowledge for the words. I had told this point here. And therefore, the praman for I, knowing of the self, is not the objective world, objective knowledge, but it is the subjective realization. And there is where Vedas are the sixth eyes, sixth sense organ. They only can reveal the nature of the self. But supposing they don't reveal, how do I know Vedas are right or wrong? I tell you one thing. Any means, this is very important. Any praman is known right or wrong only when you use it. When you use the glasses, and supposing your glasses are not okay, then you will know that still I am not able to see. You have given the glasses, but I have headache also and I am not able to see. It is still blurred. Why? My glasses are not okay. Who told you? I am using this means of knowledge and I can make it out. Or I am using the hearing aid, I can understand I am not still able to hear very clearly. Means of knowledge, after application only, you will know it whether that means of knowledge has really revealed or not what you wanted to see. And it should not be against the logic. And therefore the Upanishads are not some dogma which is superimposed on me, or some cult, or some ideas. falling from the heaven. It's not like that. Our Upanishads are the means of knowledge of knowing it is like the eyes for knowing the self. And when I started operating it, I could know logically that this I or aham, because you cannot do anything, you are stuck up unless you take this as a support. I am quiet. Quietized, nothing, you are quiet, you are ignorant, you are a quiet ignorant person. You are a disturbed ignorant person. Ignorance is same, so the possibility of ignorant disturbance is still there in you. And therefore Upanishad is saying, see my dear, come near and be clear and have no fear. I am telling you one thing. Please use me as a praman. And if you don't get the result, then don't use me. Simple thing is there. Atma is told that it is not limited. And now you have to prove it. That is called praman-gat. So what is the praman-gat samshaya? Praman-gat samshaya is that Upanishad alone are the praman. No other book will be. No Laukik book and no Paurushe book will be there. No means of knowledge will be there. Why? Because everything will be illumined by the praman. Anything, and this should be illuminator of the praman also. This is called praman-gat samshaya. Second one, prame-gat samshaya. Now you got my point? Bole hum drishta. But what is this drishta? Is it big or small? Is it in time or in space? Who? Drishta. Is it long or tall? But it is illuminating. No, 1 minute. It is one or many. All these things will be only clarified by, to be a drishta, you don't need Upanishad. Till that point, you can quieten your mind and you can be easily seeing that I am the seer, world is the same. But is this seer inside the world or outside the world? Is it one or many? Is it dying or undying? There is Upanishad says, may I help you? I hope. So after coming in the Upanishad class, you will understand, I think this is the right praman. When sometime you hear some speaker, you can make it out. He is talking illogical. Inconsistencies are there in his talking. He may be very popular, but there is inconsistency in his talking. He is having a lot of likes, but it doesn't mean he is true. Many bad sites have lot of likes. Doesn't mean it is right and true. Something may be wrong, but still majority may follow it. But logically, I am not convinced of what he is saying. And for there, next come prameya-gat samshaya. Now, what is this self? Now, Upanishad says, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Yo Ved Nidam Guhayam Parame Vyomansyo Shnude Sarvan Kamansa. What is that self? Is it not that the Brahman is there and self is like the spark? I told you, no? How can the Jeev be spark and Brahman be like that? Why? Like the Vishishtadvaita says, because it will be in space again. I had tackled this point, if you remember, in one of the mantras. Yatha sudiptat pavakat vispulingaha sahasrasha prabhavante sarupa, etc., etc. If you remember that. If you don't remember, never mind. So, prameya-gat samshaya, you need not teacher. What is teacher? Praman operator. So, he will tell, okay, how this, instrument operators are there. So, if you go in the ophthalmologist, so there is where he will ask you, okay, put your chin here. You put your chin here. Now, take out your glasses. You take out the glasses. Now you see what is written there. Now let me test your eyes. आप देख रहे हैं. Sophisticated equipments are there. He is calibrating, but that's a means of knowledge to see you. Don't see on the left and right. See me. Point. Huh? See me exactly. Eyeball should see me. Don't move it. What is there? See me. He's being very close. Don't. I'm not touching. Wait. So that equipment which is very sophisticated, it needs very good operator. It's a very sensitive instrument. In South India, one big machine it was non-functional. So they called the specialist. One month they struggled, they couldn't manage. The specialist they called from Germany or something. He came, in 5 minutes he did like this. It was working. And he gave the $10,000 for rectifying. So the manager said, oh my God, 10,000, just 5 minutes he took. So they asked him, can you give the breakup? How did you get to the 10,000? He said, yes, give me the receipt. So 9,995. $5 is for rectifying, 9,995 to knowing where was the problem. For that I studied for 7 years. That amount is for that. If you want, I can disturb and go. No. I can call somebody else. The Praman operator is done by Guru. Why? Sometimes it is subtler than the subtlest, bigger than the biggest. Eshonuratma chetaso veditavya. It will come here. So this is called pramegat samshay. When you are pramangat, pramegat. And then you are clear. So chidyante, all doubts are. Kshiyante chasya karmani. Kshi dhatu is there. Kshi. Exhaust. There are 3 karma, no? Sanchit karma, prarabdha karma and agami karma. So the big bag of karma phal, all the karma phal that you have is called sanchit karma, accumulated. Out of that bag, 1% is released, one less than 1% for one life. That is called prarabdha karma. That is 60-year prarabdha, ayu, jati, bhog. These 3 things are decided by prarabdha. How much you will be living, how much you will have bhog, who will give you sorrow, who will give you joy, what kind of food you will have, what kind of people you will have. 100 things are in prarabdha. And next is called agami. Agami means after you get the body and you do the action, now what fruit is there, that is called agami. So agami will go to sanchita state. I got this body, today I am doing an action of charity. So this fruit will call agami now. It will go to sanchit and maybe it will convert into prarabdha immediately. It's not that prarabdha will come next birth. Next minute it can come, and it can come after few births also. Clear ho gaya? So by knowledge, what happens? What happens by knowledge? Tell me. This sanchit karma is burnt. Why? Because there is no doer to receive it now. All the bad actions in the dream what you did, and police had kept the record. Moment you got up, all your record got burnt. Not that you have to go to the dream to answer it. There is no doer, therefore there is no enjoyer to get it. Kitna bada kaam hai. Otherwise, birth after birth, you have to get better to get out of it. And what about the prarabdha karma? Prarabdha you have to suffer. That is called bandage. You know, there was a teacher who had 10 students and all foolish. I don't know what prarabdha was there. So 10 foolish students. So they said, we are going for pilgrimage. So teacher said, please keep on counting yourself so that you don't lose anybody. So they crossed the river and counted. They said 9 is there. Oh my God, I lost one. Kya jawab denge? What answer will give me? And he hit his head on the tree. Khoon nikal aaya. He hit his head on that tree. Well, what answer I will give? What answer I will give to my teacher? I lost one of my friend. रोने लगे. All counted. All said, yaar, ek to kho gaya. One is lost. And then one person was watching their foolishness. He came. He said, all stand in line. Give one slap to each. Only 1, 2, 3. Then all said, अरे मिल गया 10वां. बोले कहाँ है, लेकिन था कहाँ? Where was he? बोले 10वां त्वमसि, you are that 10th. बोले ज्ञान हो गया, हम ही थे 10वें. I was not counting myself, but by that knowledge, that hurt will not go. This is prarabdha. By this knowledge, that bandage which is there, it won't go. But he is not suffering from that. Rather, he is enjoying that. Prarabdha is like that. Prakashya arabdha. Even after when the wheel is made, so for, he may be jnani, but still he is having an action. Still he will laugh, he will cry, maybe he will eat, he will live at some place, maybe he becomes sweeper, or he becomes king, or he becomes totally a teacher, or he may be working for somebody. But he is not burdened by that action. That action is not acting on him. He is acting as a father. To really be a father and to act as a father in the drama is different thing. One who is a father, a whole day is worried about the child. If child does something, he is affected by the child. But who is acting as a father, if for some time he takes the role, after that he is having his own. After the shot is over, he is smoking. He is not, the one who became his son, he is not concerned. He is not, because for that it was unreal experience. He was enacting an unreal experience. So one who is jnani, he is like this actor. And one who is a jnani, for him it is very real. Oh my God, my son is failed. Oh my God, my daughter is not marrying. Oh my God, I am insulted. For then prarabdha is something very real which acts on him. He is pounded and boxed by the prarabdha. But this person plays the prarabdha and runs out of it and sees good acting I did. It was a good acting. I hope this point is clear. So prarabdha is for both. But for one prarabdha is false and non-effective, and other for prarabdha is true and burdened. For ajnani, sanchit karma is true, and it is going to come as in hundreds and birds. For jnani, sanchit karma is totally negated, file closed. For a jnani, agami karma is next action what he does, it goes to sanchit to come back to him. And for jnani, his agami karma goes to the people who serve him. Those who serve him, his good actions, fruit get there. And bad actions, fruits get to that who disturb him. This is coming in Tattvabodh. Go and see. Tattvabodh it comes. Last. So, tasmin drishte paravare, come back. Tasmin drishte paravare vidyate hridaya granthi chidyante sarva samshayaha kshiyante chasya karmani. तस्मिन् दृष्टि पर पहले देखा ना, फिर ये होगा. That completes the whole mantra. Beautiful and important mantra. This was Gyan Phalam. But again, Gyan will come again. Next mantras. We'll see more tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnavadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnami Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om. Sarveshwarama Pahi Prabhu Pahi Prabhu Pahi. तुरंत हो जाती है. Pahi Vibho Pahi. Shiva 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 Shivaya Namo Haraya Namo Shivaya Namo Shivaya Namo Haraya Namo Haraya Namo Shivaya Namo शङ्करा सदा शिवाय सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभो मां पाहि विभो मां